She was standing in front of the mirror, twisting her hair with slow, practiced fingers when she asked it. "Can you act single tonight?" The room smelled like her perfume, sweet, familiar, suddenly invasive. I didn't answer right away. I watched her reflection instead, the way her eyes didn't meet mine, the way her mouth stayed slightly open, like she was rehearsing a lie even after the line was delivered. My phone buzzed on the bed. A notification lit the screen. She glanced at it. Too fast. I nodded. Sure. The word tasted metallic. We drove in silence. City lights bled across the windshield, stretching and breaking like thoughts I didn't want to finish. She tapped her nails against her phone, smiling at something I wasn't meant to see. I parked outside the club. Bass thumped through the doors, low, animal, impatient. She opened the door before I'd fully stopped. Then she froze. Her head snapped up. Her face changed. Across the room, before she'd even stepped inside, she yelled a name. His name. Loud, excited, uncontrolled. It echoed back to me through the open door like a confession she never planned to make. I didn't say anything. I didn't look at her. I just put the car in drive and pulled away once the door slammed shut behind her. By the time she texted me at 2:07 a.m. asking for a ride home, my closet was empty. I replied once, "Still acting single?" Then I blocked her. The truth didn't arrive all at once. It seeped in, slow, patient, like poison diluted into water until the body stops noticing. There had been signs. There are always signs. The way she guarded her phone like it was breathing, the way she suddenly needed space but hated being alone, the way my questions were met with affection instead of answers. Affection is the most efficient distraction. That night at the club wasn't the betrayal, it was the slip, the moment the mask cracked. I replayed it again and again. Her voice, the way it lifted when she said his name, the way it never sounded like that with mine anymore. I didn't cry. I didn't rage. I did something quieter. I remembered. Old arguments that never made sense, old apologies that came too fast, old stories that changed depending on who was listening. I checked phone records, not messages, calls. Numbers don't lie. There it was, a pattern. Late nights, early mornings, durations that stretched past reason. I watched her without letting her know, observed the way she dressed differently when she said she was just going out with friends, the way she came home exhausted but wired, satisfied but distant. I didn't confront her. Confrontation is what liars prepare for. Instead, I let her believe she was winning. The confirmation came on a Tuesday. Plain envelope, no drama, just paper and ink spelling out what my instincts had already screamed. She was living two timelines. In one, I was stability, safety, the man who picked her up, paid bills, asked questions she could dodge. In the other, he was chaos, memory, validation, the version of herself she didn't have to explain. I invited her to sit with me that night. Same couch, same distance. I handed her my phone. "Read this." She did. Her hands started shaking before she finished. "I can explain." I raised a finger. "No, you can listen. Silence is a weapon when you know the truth." I told her I knew about the calls, the nights, the club. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. I narrated, calmly, like I was reading weather updates. She cried. Of course she did. Tears are a reflex, not proof. She reached for me. I leaned back. "You asked me to act single," I said. "So I did." That's when she realized. This wasn't a fight. It was an exit. I'd already packed, already separated accounts, already left notes for the landlord. The locks were changed by morning, not to keep her out, but to remind myself I didn't owe access anymore. Her messages came in waves after that. Anger, bargaining, nostalgia, fear. At 2 a.m. she called from an unknown number. I let it ring. Control isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It just stops responding. Weeks later, I heard through mutual friends that he'd disappeared again, that she'd been asking about me, that she didn't mean it, that she made a mistake. Mistakes are accidents. This was strategy. I don't hate her. Hate requires energy. I don't miss her. Missing implies loss. What I feel is clarity. She showed me who she was when she thought I was optional. I believed her. That's the only part of this story that matters. The night she asked me to act single, she thought she was in control. She wasn't. She was just early to the ending. And I was already gone.